Hi, I'm going to do a read for Aries. So let's start. Okay, so for your problem, I get your biggest issue is that for the issue I pulled, your biggest issue in life is the Empress and the Eight of Cups. I feel like the biggest issue for you is that you I feel like you have a lot of abundance in your life. I feel like you have a lot of growth. I feel like you're doing it by yourself as well, and I feel like it's really good. I feel like you've done really, really well. And I almost feel like that's part of the problems, or what? It's not really a problem, but I think you have people who walk away from you, and I don't know if it's because of this or not, or because I do feel like you're looking for a companion, but I feel like you seem like a really strong person. I feel like it's like you have a really strong sense of who you are and what you're capable of. And I think that, I don't know if that contributes to why, because I'm getting the sense that people may walk away from you, or they walk away from you, or that's how you see them and you don't understand why. And I don't feel like there should be a problem. I don't know if they have any insecurities on their part, but I kind of get a feeling that there may be things that you are not 100% aware of that they have in their life that they also haven't properly walked away from. Um, I get the sense that they may be, it's almost like they feel familiar with something less abundant. That's kind of the feeling that I get. But I'm also getting, yeah, I actually get that. I get that this person feels like maybe you're too abundant for them because I think they see you as somebody um, who has a lot going for them. I also feel like they may be uncertain if they're your only option, or if, I think they may be uncertain about that as well. Um, I don't know if you're projecting that you're dealing with other people or not. It doesn't look like you're in a relationship, but you may be dealing with people like casually, or you may present it like you're dealing with people casually, but I feel like you truly want someone to settle down with properly. And I feel like you have everything but someone to share it with. Like, that's what the Empress is showing me. It's like, I have everything I need. I'm able to create the life that I want to create, um, and in an abundant way. Like, I can do it very well, and I feel like this person is walking away from you. I think it's because of their own issues. I think they, I think they have. I don't know if they have someone that. I kind of get the sense that they have someone that they go back to that they may not let you know about, that comforts them, or like, it's like the person that they go back to talk to, because I feel like they conversate with this person, or this person they go back to knows a lot about them. um this person knows a lot about their life, and I feel like this person um comforts them, like coddles them, or like it's like this person they go back to keeps them in a victim mindset. That's kind of the impression I get. Like, they keep them stuck. It's like the only way they bond is through the trauma, or through, because I feel like the person they go back to is like a friend, or like a, I don't think they want to be friends, but I think that's kind of the feeling I get. It's like they're really stuck together because they're just comfortable together because they stay in victimhood. That's kind of the impression I get. It's nothing positive. That's what I get. And I feel like the only reason they walk away is because um it just gives them that familial sense of the reasons why they can't have something good, or why they can't have someone good like you in their life. And what's so weird about this is I also get that it triggers a part in you. It's like you question this person and why they wouldn't want to be with someone like you. Like, you feel like you have a lot of things to offer, like you have lots to offer, and it almost makes you feel like it's almost like I don't know if you're rejecting yourself because of this experience. um or you feel betrayed because of this experience, or you feel kind of left in the dark. But I feel like it's something that hasn't been working, and that's just because I think this person has a lot of issues that it has nothing to do with you, because I feel like you're doing good and I feel like you're on the right path, and I think you'll come out of it, because I think this person may have, you'll actually know it, because this person will trigger that feeling within you. They'll trigger it. They'll trigger the feelings of, oh, I wasn't good enough for them. They'll trigger exactly what they feel. So it's like they'll bring you onto their level, or you would have met them on their level, and it would have triggered that part of you. But I think it's supposed to come out so you can deal with it. I think you're gonna move past it. It may take a little while, but I think you'll move past it and you'll get back to yourself eventually. Yeah, so I feel like this was a connection that came in. I feel like it came in really quickly, and then it just was a lot of heartbreak. So I felt like you had this connection with this person. I feel like you felt like this could have been the person for you, and this is somebody that you felt like you could move forward with your life in a positive direction with them. But I think they were indecisive, and I also feel like, yeah, I feel like they still had a lot of pain from the past. That keeps coming up. They had a lot of pain from their past, and this person could have been a water sign, because the Queen of Cups is here and the King of Wands is here. That's you. I feel like this person still thinks about you a lot, and I also feel like they miss what it used to be, but I feel like you're turning your back and you kind of don't want to go back there, because I feel like it's like a sore spot for you. It's like a wound. I feel like it brought a lot of pain to both of you. But I feel like, yeah, this person keeps sabotaging themselves. I don't know if they hide the fact that they actually sabotage themselves, but that's how it's coming across. I get this person as a water sign. I don't know if they have kids or not, or they could want to have kids in the future. Or they could have lost kids or something like that. It's something to do with kids. But I feel like there's lots of heartbreak in their life, even if it's not just to do with a relationship. I feel like there's a lot of other things like family, lots of other things. And I feel like you don't want to deal with it anymore. I feel like you've had enough, and I feel like you're not willing to submit to feeling that way either. I feel like you don't want to submit to the feeling. You don't want to submit to the feeling of defeat. And I feel like eventually what's going to happen is this person will fully walk away. I don't think they'll forget you. I don't think they'll forget you very easily. And the reason I don't think they'll forget you is because it triggered a lot of stuff within them and a lot of issues they have to deal with. I don't feel like they manipulated you. I just feel like they have a lot of issues, and I feel like you're going to find success when you move forward. I feel like you're going to find more success if you continue to move forward, but I would be really careful, because I feel like you're going to only find success just to prove to them they were wrong, and that sounds very fire sign, but the reason I wouldn't advise it, because I feel like you may plummet. Or you're going to have these up and down waves of like, oh, I'm on top of the world, I have everything I want, I have everything I need, and people will be like praising you, you've done a good job, and then you'll plummet into despair again. So it's like, I think to do it healthily is just to accept the loss properly and to walk away from it properly. Just by taking time, taking care of yourself, and practicing better thoughts, I think you will overcome this. I feel like it wasn't that long. That's the weirdest thing ever. It's like you had this super strong connection, and it was very short. Very short. Yeah, if that doesn't happen, I also feel like this person, when they walk away, they could have been indecisive between you and another person, and I think the other person that they met, it would have been, I don't know. I feel like they could have moved on to dealing with someone else, or I kind of get that impression. and I feel like it made you feel very emotionally unstable. Um, Either way, you're coming up as the Empress, and I feel like, and there's also the Six of Wands here with the King of Wands, so I feel like you're gonna find success anyway. You're always alone. That's the only thing. It's like in all your cards, it's just a single person and you're just by yourself. And if you are with people, it's like they're below you, or not physically. I'm talking about in the cards, like in the Six of Wands. It's people who are praising you for doing something for them, or it's people who are not up to your standard, or not your preference, but they don't see you as an equal. Either they look up to you, or it's different. It's like you're always leading, or you're always, I get that impression. And I think you shouldn't beat yourself up about stuff like that, because you don't know when the right person's going to come along, and just because this didn't work out doesn't mean it's going to be a missed opportunity. I really think you should try again, or you should, because you're a very strong person, and I feel like you're not going to let this get you down. I feel like you will get back up again, but I would recommend trying again, and just to see this as a like a small experience. It's so interesting because I was watching Love on the Spectrum on Netflix, and it's about these people on the spectrum who have all different types of what do you call it? Like, I don't want to say mental health, because it's not mental health, it's like biological mental differences to normal people. But really what I wanted to say is, like, they're like autistic, or they have Asperger's or Down syndrome. They have a disability of some kind, and the autistic people who date, they have so much common sense. It's unreal. I admire them, and I'd recommend taking their approach. You may already be like this, but if they date someone, they go onto it prepared. They know what they're looking for, and if it doesn't work out, they let it go, and they choose to let it go because they stick to their priorities. This is what I choose because I know this is what's best for me. So I recommend doing the same thing. It's very brave and it's very courageous. Like, when you watch these episodes, they don't just say, oh, a man could be dating a woman, and a woman would say something like, oh, I want to settle down and have a family, and the autistic guy will be like, oh, well, he'll get awkward because that's not what he wants. And instead of keeping that a secret, he tells her, and then he lets her know, hey, I don't think this would be a good match, because I'm not wanting to have kids. I'm not wanting to have a family, and I think it's not fair that I hold you back from the opportunities that you could have with someone else. And then they end on good terms. Like, it's just so good. It's like, if people were just upfront and honest, it would help a lot. So I think, and I know it goes both ways, you can't always expect the other person to be 100% honest, but as soon as you find out, just let yourself know, like, okay, it is what it is, you know what I mean? If it doesn't work, it's not going to work, and stick to your guns about what you really want, because that matters and it counts in the end. So yeah, that's what I got. If you really want to know how this person feels, I think this person has so much emotional baggage that they don't know how to feel properly. And I also feel like they will be with anyone just to numb that out. I feel like they will just be with anybody to be with them, but I also feel like even when they're with someone, they will be in this melancholy state because they're always missing someone else. That's the kind of impression I get. I feel like they're always miserable, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but they don't know how to be happy with themselves. So it's bigger than you. You may not be 100% happy all the time, but this person, it's like they find reasons to be not happy, and they create situations to make themselves stay unhappy. And I think that's the difference, where you're more willing to go out and do something about it. Even if it's, even if you're putting on a front, it's like you're still willing to try. And I don't think this person is. They're quite sulky, and like they just sulk all the time, or they just Yeah, I feel like they just, it's like they're looking to be saved, but it's like no one can save you, you know? It could be a water sign because it's a lot of, they have a lot of water, water, cards. So that's what I got. That's what I got, Aries. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Bye.